name's Stunning Steve, and welcome to my show, 6 Degrees of Awesome. This is a show where we take two movies that are heading to the box office and see how many degrees of separation there are between the two movies. We'll be looking at actors and the movies that separate the two. So, what two movies do we have up today? So today on 6 Degrees of Awesome, we're going to go ahead and count the degrees of awesome between the movie Paranormal Activity 4 by linking Kathryn Newton over to the Alex Cross movie, which stars Tyler Perry. So let's get started. So taking Kathryn Newton as the actress that we're going to be using, we're going to go to our first degree, which is Bad Teacher. Bad Teacher was a movie that starred Cameron Diaz that was all about a foul-mouthed junior high teacher who was trying to pit people against each other after she ended up losing her money from her sugar daddy and was trying to get different teachers to do her bidding. In this movie, it was alright. Not many people really enjoyed it, but it did get a second rebirthing, I guess you could say, on the small screen. That's right, Bad Teacher's going to be coming to a small screen near you on CBS as a TV show. There was an actress in this movie who played in another movie. Her name was Desiree Lovejoy. So what movie was she in? Well, Miss Desiree Lovejoy was in the movie Shaft. Shaft was a reboot of the 1970s cult hit Shaft. Shaft had several different movies back in the 1970s, and they were planning on bringing it back in the year 2000. The only problem was that after doing the first movie, they decided to just let it be a one-off movie instead of being a brand new series. The movie played, well, Samuel L. Jackson as being the role of Shaft. The movie was pretty good, everyone enjoyed it, a lot of action, and a good time had by all. But this wasn't the only movie that Samuel Jackson was in. He was also in another movie, and that movie was Triple X. He may not have had a main role in Triple X, but he's the only character to play in both Triple X1 and Triple X2. In the movie Triple X, Vin Diesel plays a character known as Xander, who has 3 X's on the back of his neck to symbolize that he's on his third strike. Trying to do a covert ops, they decided to go ahead and use Xander as a spy for some reason. In the end, Samuel Jackson did both movies, and it was alright. Stunning Steve thinks that they're okay kind of movies. But the one that really got me was the next movie that starred Samuel Jackson. Mr. Jackson then played in a movie known as Iron Man 2. He did have a walk-on role in Iron Man 1, but in Iron Man 2, his character really came through. He had several different speaking roles in different times in front of the camera, talking with Robert Downey Jr. I was very impressed with the movie Iron Man 2, in spite of the fact that Whiplash was not used as a villain per se as you normally see in movies, but it was more of a villain device, meaning that he was a villain in the movie, but he wasn't really hurting Iron Man. He was more so hurting Iron Man's psyche and not his body. Now, I know what you're thinking. Where are we going to go from here? Now, in Iron Man 2, there was a video that showed Tony Stark's father. Tony Stark's father was played by John Slather. You might remember him from such shows as Mad Men and his one-off episode that he was on 30 Rock. Well, he was also in a movie known as Traffic. Traffic came out back in the year 2000. It was a very interesting movie showing things about drug trafficking and how things were working out in the inner city, and had many, many different actors, one of which was Matthew Fox. Matthew Fox also starred in a movie in 2008 known as Vantage Point. Vantage Point was an alright movie. The movie was just very confusing for Stunning Steve because of the fact that it was an assassination plot to take over America by killing the president. Well, the issue is that the movie was filmed from several different people's perspectives, and Stunning Steve doesn't like dynamic storylines. It's not that I'm stupid, it's just I'm slow. Anyways, but from this movie Vantage Point, bring us over to Alex Cross. And there you go. Let's roll ahead and recap the degrees of separation. Number 1 was the movie Bad Teacher that came out in 2011. You go back in time to the year 2000, which brings us to the number 2 movie, which is Shaft. Then we have Triple X, which is our number 3 movie. We have Traffic, which is our number 4 movie, which brings us over to Vantage Point, which is movie number 5, which brings us to Alex Cross, which is movie number 6, which is our 6 degrees of separation from the movie Paranormal Activity 4 and the movie Alex Cross. So there you guys go, 6 degrees of separation. Don't forget to like, comment, and let us know what you think about this actual series. Don't forget to also go to themogos.com, your up-and-coming social movie network. And these movies are coming out this Friday, guys, so why not give them a chance? From themogos.com, my name's Stunning Steve, signing off from 6 Degrees of Awesome.